What's going on, guys? Bankrubber Games here with more Ratchet and Clank 2 using the RPCS3 emulator. Last episode, when we left off, it was just a very short episode, just showing the introduction to the game, and now we're heading into the second level of the game, and yeah, just looking forward to getting on with it, really. So this is Planet Oozla, the second level of the game, and where we start off here, you might see the scientist, the shop guy, being held there. We'll see him throughout the level and run into him later on. And if we go into the vendor, there'll be 2 weapons available to purchase, but we haven't got enough bolts to buy them yet. The first one is the chopper. Not a great weapon, in all honesty. I would definitely avoid buying this one. The second level, when it gets upgraded, is a little bit better. But yeah, it's a cool weapon, but it's not very powerful and it isn't very useful later on in the game. So like I said, I'd recommend saving your bolts. And then there's the blitz gun, which is quite a cool weapon. It's basically a shotgun, and the second level upgrade for this is pretty cool as well. But again, I wouldn't recommend buying it because it's not very useful later on in the game, I find, but it's quite a cool weapon. It sounds really cool as well. Like I said last episode, I like to try and get weapons fully upgraded as quickly as possible, especially the mini bomb launcher, or the gravity bomb launcher rather, just because when it's upgraded it does a lot of damage and can save you having to buy other weapons. So we're going to try and use our weapons mainly to take out the enemies, just to get as much experience for them as possible. But you can see the guy from the shop isn't doing so well after our thief friend visited him.
Your maximum nanotech has increased. Defeat more enemies to increase it further.
So even though those enemies die in one hit, just using the gravity bomb to take them all out and get that experience. And then you saw when our nanotech or our health increased, there was like that blue lightning effect, and that should kill pretty much any enemies that close by. Just trying to save some of our gravity bomb ammo here. Hopefully we'll get lucky and pick some more up in some crates. But you can see that little red bar underneath our ammo counter shows our weapon experience. Same as the one underneath our health at the top of the screen there.
Press triangle to interrupt messages. Pause and select options to disable them permanently.
Just going to double check if there's actually any subtitles in the game. Something that I forgot to do at the start of the playthrough, but they're up now for you guys. So here we're going to have a little bit of a boss fight, but he shouldn't be too tough and we should be able to take him down quite quickly. And we'll use him to get a lot of experience towards our gravity bomb levelling up. I say it should be easy, but did take an unlucky hit there, and another one. So you can see we've got a massive chunk of experience for our gravity bomb there. Normally I don't take so many hits in that first fight, but like I said, it has been a while since I played the game. Hopefully we'll get back into playing a bit better soon. So here we go, our first gadget.
Dynamo activates machinery. Press circle to use the dynamo to zap that activator.
And we'll be using this throughout the game. Very simple in its function. Just powers things on so we can... It's mainly for platforms and things.
Thank you for choosing Megacorp, where our customers come first.
See, our shop assistant is still not having a great time. And you can actually break all the items in this shopping area to unlock a skill point. But we'll be doing that later on, where we get an item that makes it much easier for us.
Shirt and shoes are required when shopping at Megacorp. Megacorp reserves the right to refuse service to anyone.
So up here, that's actually a magnet boot strip, but we don't have our magnet boots yet, so we can't walk up it. And the item that I mentioned that will make breaking all these things much easier for us is hidden up there with a secret boss fight. I remember when I found that when I first played through the game, it was really cool. I didn't expect it at all, but we will be showing that off later on because it's a cool item that you get for it.
Ratchet, come in. Are you there?
Copy, Mr. Fizzwidget.
Listen, I have some new information on our experiment's wherewithal. The thief was indemnified at Megacorp's Mactar Resort. Also, the thugs have towed a moon-sized jamming array into Mactar Resort orbit.
Should I take it out?
Affirmulous! It's disconfabulating our annual Galactic Gladiators broadcast. See for yourself.
Ask yourself, are you man enough, hero enough, insane enough to step into the ring with two of the fiercest warriors in the galaxy? If you answered yes, you're a big, fat liar. But that's okay, because Megacorp is bringing Galactic Gladiators into your home for a special Mega View event. First, it's survival of the fittest in our bio competition. Be there as Chainblade unleashes his fury on our Gladiator guest contestants. Chainblade has gone undefeated in 500 straight matches, but if the bio division doesn't do it for you, our robotics division will. Taste the adrenaline as contestants face off against our four-armed bandit, the B2 Brawler. Brawler. No living creature is a match for this machine. Watch 6 tons of Carbonox alloy hunt for its prey. There's no consolation prize, cause this bad boy's programmed to show no mercy. So, what are you waiting for? Call now to bring Chainblade and the B2 Brawler into your living room. But put away the fine china. The Galactic Gladiators, only on Megaview. Call your provider now.
Chainblade, huh? I've got the coordinates. Ratchet out.
Megacorp is
Really over the top cutscene there. Got good music to it though. Probably one of the reasons why Ratchet Gladiator or Ratchet Deadlocked, whatever it's called, where you are, has the soundtrack that it does. All the Ratchet games have really good soundtracks actually.
To view missions still available, press Select or R3 to access your map. Then press X to open the mission screen.
So So yeah, as you can see, we still got a big area to explore and another mission associated with it.
You've acquired nanotech. Your health has improved.
There's a couple of opportunities to get quite a few bolts here on this first level. That just takes you back to the start, but we're just skipping it to save us having to do all of these platforms, I guess, again. Tried switching over to our gravity bomb to kill a few of those guys to get the XP for it before the level up effect killed them. I think we got a couple of them, but we're nearly there with level 2 on a gravity bomb, so it won't be long until we get to see that.
Welcome. If everyone could take their seats, we can proceed with today's demonstration. First, I'll need a volunteer. Anyone? Excellent. Your name, sir?
Ratchet. Hey!
And there you have it. The Megacorp tractor beam in action. Let's give it up for our volunteer. Sir, how about taking advantage of our show special?
So here we get another one of our gadgets, and yeah, it's quite a common theme throughout this game that all throughout the playthrough you'll have to have a certain number of bolts on you to progress. So if it's your first time playing the game, you definitely want to save as many bolts as you possibly can to make sure that you don't get stuck at any point. You can always earn more bolts. There's plenty of sources to earn bolts throughout the game, and you can earn a lot of bolts very quick at some parts of the game. But yeah, like I said, if it's your first time playing, you want to try and save as many as you can.
Thank you, sir. You won't be disappointed.
The tractor beam moves small and medium-sized objects which have glowing orange targets like these. Press circle to move those columns so you can scale the cliff.
So here we're actually going to get our first platinum bolt as well. And yeah, very similar to golden bolts, just a collectible. But in this game you can use them to purchase weapon mods, which are kind of like a predecessor to using Raritanium to purchase weapon mods in the later Ratchet and Clank games. And then we get brought back to the ship there. So that should be everything done in this level.
Do you have any?
I just want to double check because there is another platinum bolt that we can get here, and I can't remember exactly, and I'm going the wrong way, I can't remember exactly what the trigger is that allows you to grab it, but the sort of swamp monsters that we use as platforms, yeah, there's another one spawned down there for us. I don't know if it's just completing the level and sort of hinting at the fact that a lot of the time after completing levels there are more secrets for you to get. But yeah, it just takes us down here to a little secret area. And you can see both our weapons are very close to upgrading to level 2. And it's always worth upgrading weapons to level 2 in my opinion. A lot of them get a massive damage increase. And there's a couple of weapons that aren't very good at level 1, but then when you upgrade them to level 2 they become much more usable and just a lot more powerful. So we're going to include the next little section of the game at the end of this episode as well, just because we still have time for it, and then we'll move on to our next planet next episodes. So we head towards the Maktar Resort in the Maktar Nebula, and this is the area that we saw Mr. Fizzwidget telling us about along with the Megacorp games.
May I help you? I said.
So we can see something's happened to Clank. Also, unfortunately, the subtitles were a little bit out of sync there. Hopefully that shouldn't be a massive issue. But that moves us on to something that was... a lot of people really liked it and a lot of people really didn't like it. And that's space combat. I personally don't mind it, it's quite fun.
You've just collected Raritanium. Raritanium can be traded for ship upgrades.
But as we go around, I want to try and destroy as many of these ice fragments as possible. Because as you saw, some of them contain Raritanium, and that's used for purchasing ship upgrades. And ship upgrades are useful anyway, but they can make certain sections of the game far more easier than if you don't have the upgrades. And yeah, if you don't like the ship combat sections, it can help you get through them even quicker. And in terms of our mini-map in the bottom right there, if the dot is bigger than you, it's above you, and if the dot is smaller than you, it's below you. That's just a tip. It's not really explained to you how it works. Thankfully we picked up a partial shield there, got quite lucky with that one. And that should help us clear out this next wave of enemies quite quickly. So we don't have to retry it, because it is quite easy to die on this first section. Just because you wouldn't have done any ship combat before, and the way the ship starts out, it is a little bit rubbish.
Enemy fighters defeated. Proceeding to the Maktar Nebula.
I think I saw 13 rare Ratanium there, so we didn't do too badly. But we'll definitely have to farm some up to get some ship upgrades later on. And then that brings us over to the Maktar Nebula. Pretty cool transition. Like I said, the ship combat is something you either really enjoy or really don't like. I tend to quite enjoy it. Yeah, I just thought it was really cool when I was little and first played the game. But yeah, I'm going to wrap this episode up here, and obviously we'll explore Maktar Nebula next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this episode and enjoyed the little bit of series that we've had so far. And make sure that you like and subscribe for more, that way you don't miss anything. Because I'm really, I am looking forward to playing through a game that I haven't played through for a long time, and I hope you guys enjoy it too. And it's good to get some emulation content up on the channel as well, because I haven't done any of it for a while. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.